Yeah, I was happy with guys coming in, and guys, the blue shirts played tonight in the game like they played in practice. I was really pleased with how they played, and I think our starting group is still getting a feel of slowing down a little bit offensively in the half court. But we got a lot to work with. And got a little more time to figure out what our rotation is. But I thought, the guys that got in there did what they were supposed to do.
How much was this another step for Matt Farrell into becoming a rotation guy?
Yeah. He has really practiced well, Tom, and was really pleased to see him just basically do what he's doing in practice, to give Demetrius a blow, to give Demetrius a chance to slide off the ball. I thought his decisions with the ball have been better, and the one thing the guy is doing is he can make shots. He's an amazing weapon coming off the bench in that sense. So we got to keep nurturing that. I'm excited about that, and it's been showing itself in practice.
How much of that confidence did you see from him right away as you guys got back into practice?
Yeah, no, I think even this summer it was coming. One thing, I give him credit. He has to play against Jackson every day. I mean, talk about a heck of a challenge. So, when he gets to the game, he's relieved probably a little bit. This guy's not, just pressuring him like he does and driving down his throat. I give him a lot of credit, but he's gotten better. He's gotten to be more of a he's been more verbal with the blue team running it. His decisions with the ball have been better. He's always been a shot maker. Right now, he's a confident guy, and we got to keep developing that, because that's just a nice thing to know you got coming off the bench.
As you were tinkering with the lineups throughout the first half, was there anything that you liked that you took away initially?
Yeah, I just kind of like when the guys came in the game, they stayed in character and did what they were doing. Martin Gevin's flying around. He's bouncier and sticks his nose in there. Torres is Torres. He's going to fly around and do his stuff, and he did that tonight. Almost killed himself, but that's our guy. He's flying around. Elijah Burns, he was out with a concussion, but the guy. I love our freshmen. Our freshmen really are very good players, and they feel they belong. I thought Pfluger goes in and competes and defends. Ryan obviously can really shoot the basketball. Berg. We got a lot of guys in there. They're all doing what they're supposed to do. I just can't get 12 of them in the game after next Thursday. So we got to start making some decisions. But I tell you what, they've made it hard on me, and that's a good thing.
You've had teams that have been
able. Who's going to backfill behind Zach and Bonzi, and there's probably three guys duking it out for at most two slots. How's that shaping up?
Yeah, I mean, I've been really pleased with what Martin Gevin's given us, and I think we got to give him a chance to do it. Torres was down with a knee thing, but I count on him because he was there last year. He delivered in that role last year. Elijah Burns has, when he's back from the concussion, and he's got a great presence. I've never had a freshman talk so much. You watch him tonight. He is so good what he says, and he's talking like he's a senior out there. And then even Burgett, So I think I think it's more of a Torres, Martin Gevin kind of decision. Who's going to be that first big guy? Maybe one of them for a while, another one another night. How do we, if we're playing 8, how do we keep other 2 alive, because they could jump into the 8 with an injury, or if somebody's not playing well. So yeah, exactly. So I think that's a big key for us as a staff, to keep guys engaged that maybe aren't getting the minutes early, and have him ready, because probably going to get a chance. It's such a long season.
You've had teams that have gotten to 80 easy. How easily did you get to 87 tonight with all the combinations?
Yeah. I mean, we played a lot of guys. There were a lot of different combinations, and I don't care who you playing. If you can score 80, you got some prowess there, and we do have some shot making ability coming off that bench. In a Farrell, a Ryan, those guys. Those 2 guys are really big time weapons. But it was easy. I mean, we probably turned it over a little bit much for us, but we played a lot of different guys out there, a lot of different combinations, and I thought I loved who we were from the foul line. That's how we've been in practice. I mean, that's a great weapon for us. We can make free throws. I think we still have to clean up our half-court tempo and spacing offensively with our starting group. there's where we need to make some progress.
How much of that is inserting Bonzi, a little bit of a different guy into the lineup?
Yeah, that's the key. You know, he's kind of the, you know, he's not really a true stretch four like we've played around here, but he's getting better out there, making a decision. I thought he bangs down a three in the corner. You could see we want him to take that, not all the time, but if it's there, go ahead and take that. I think that's something we're still a work in progress on how Zach and Bonzi space off of each other. But as you saw tonight, we subbed a couple times, and we got to one big guy, and is it Matt Ryan or B.J. Beecham as in your Pat Connaughton spot where you're really stretched. Can never lose sight of that is good to us and the downshift sometimes. That's why I'm encouraged when a Matt Farrell's playing well, because he goes in and we downshift. Or a Matt Ryan, we can downshift when those guys, or a Fluke, those guys can help us downshift and really get to a true 4-round one.
Do you feel like you settled in a little bit defensively?
Yeah. I think, you know, we should be able to guard. I do think we've got more wingspan out there in the starting group. You know, Jackson's ball pressure is just, it's unbelievable what it does. And we've got guys that can get out in passing lanes and do things. So I tell you one thing we can do is rebound the ball. You know, I mean, these two guys, Bonzi and Zach, have rebounded really well. VJ's jumped in there and rebounded for us. So, you know, I think we can guard. We've got some, that group that starts got some physicality and some length to it. They can get deflections, get their hands on things.
How much can that length pay off defensively, where you had the 3 deflections there for dunks in the second?
Yeah,
maybe different look.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, you know, the one thing, hey, it won us the ACC championship. We started playing defense coming out of that timeout down, and it was Demetrius's ball pressure, just like it was tonight, and the guys trying to make a pass from way out, and we can run through a passing lane with length from Bonzi, length from VJ, length from Zach, because he's so quick, and Steve's the craftiest defender out there. So I feel we can contest and continue to contest, and it starts with Jackson, what he does. It's exhausting to do it, but he really helps our defense. Even though there's not a 5-second dribble closely guarded, we still want him pressuring the ball and keeping that guy, you know, and wearing him out a little bit.
You mentioned the turnovers, one of the few negatives from tonight probably. What did you attribute those to?
Play a little fast, you know, playing a little quick. I thought when we didn't have transition, we still, you know, just try to do, you know, I thought Demetrius and Zach got going so fast a couple times. Like, just relax, slow down. You know, I think at the end of the day, as we develop, we'll be good with the ball. You know, we're pretty good with it overall. We have been in practice. I think we were a little excited tonight. I love the fact, though, that we were attacking. You know, when we're attacking that rim, and Zach and Demetrius are attack guys, you got to live with a couple turnovers, because I think they're going to get fouled because they just go so hard to the rim. Thank you, guys.